web wizards and keyboard ninjas, welcome back to Code Red PK, where bugs fear to treat and code always look cooler with just the right class. Today, we are diving into the magic of HTML class attribute, the one that takes your boring plain websites and turns them into wow, does a professional do this? But seriously, why is it called class? Because it teaches your HTML how to behave like a total lister. By the end of this topic, you will be so good at using class attributes that even your divs will be asking for autographs. Let's jump in. Your website's glow up starts now. So let's move computer screen and let's do a coding with laughing. So guys, let's talk about in the HTML what is the class attribute. So let's start and let's talk about it. Now, in the previous video, we learned about in the HTML what is div elements. In today's video, we are talking about the class attribute. So let's start. The HTML class attribute is used to specify a class for an HTML element. Multiple HTML elements can share the same class. If you want to come on this class attribute topic, so first of all, you must know what is the div element. Or if you don't know what is the div element, so come over to Google Chrome, search here my channel by the name of Code with PK. In the first, my channel has been came and click on it, and then when you come on it my channel, first of all see my div element video. Yes, I uploaded one div element video. So please see it, please. And you are thinking why I am saying this, you see this video because this is the same topic. In the div element we define a class attribute, so you must know the div element video. So come first of all see the div element video, then come on with this class attribute. Using the class attribute, the class attribute is often used to point to a class name in style sheet. Means when we define a class attribute, and in the class attribute, like I am writing a container. So when I write in the class attribute, when we write a container, so there's often used to point to a class name in the style sheet. It can also be used by a JavaScript to access and manipulate elements with the specific class name. Now, in this following example, we have three div elements. Three div elements with a class attribute with the value of city. Here you can see one div element, second div element, and third div element. And then all of three div elements will be styled equally according to the .city style definition in the head section, like this. Okay. So let me run this code. So first of all, let me open my Visual Studio. So if you want to run this code, so first of all, you have already downloaded your text editor. Okay, I have already downloaded my text editor by the name of Visual Studio Code, and then I am writing here index.html. I am giving this type of name to my file, and I am saving this file in my documents. And when I save it, so now I am running this code like doc type then HTML. This is the starting code of the HTML, like I have already told you that in the starting videos of the HTML. Now here we define a head section in which we define our CSS codes, and then here we define a body. Now here I am writing like here I am writing what I write. Okay, I am writing a div, class will be city, and first of all in the h1 I am writing to London. In the paragraph I am writing London is the capital city of England. And then I am writing here one more class by and the class name should be same. Okay, and here I am writing h1, in it I am writing Tokyo, and then I am writing like, and now I am writing here Tokyo is the capital of Japan. Okay, now here I am defining one more city, three cities I am defining, and the last city name is, let me see, the last city name I am giving to the Paris. Okay, and the Paris, in the Paris I am writing Paris is the capital of France. Okay, now perfect. Now in the here we define in the head section we define style. In it we write our all the CS code. So our class name is city, so I write dot city. Now I am styling it like I am giving to the background color tomato, color text color white, border and margin and padding. Okay, So this type of code I have written down. Now when I save it and when I open my documents and when I open my index.html file, so where is our index.html file? Let me write it here, then let me open it. So now it is coming like this. Here you can see it. Why it is coming like this? Because like I have told you, here in the following example, we this example I have already explained you. Now let's go on our next example. In this example, we have two span element with a class attribute and with the value of node. Here you can see it. Both span element will be styled equally according to the .node style definition in the head section. Let me show you. When you define it, so it will be both defined like this, okay, in the red color. Here you can see it. Why this? Because like I have told you, the both span element will be styled equally according to the node style definition in the head section. Tip: the class attribute can be used on any HTML element. Note that the class name is case sensitive. You must know this. Tip: you can learn much more about CSS in our CSS tutorial. The syntax for class. To create a class, write a period, character followed by a class name, then define the CSS properties with the curly brackets. And this is the curly brackets, okay? Now, create a class name city. Here I create one class by the name of city. Here you can see it like this. Now when I write it this code, and you will define a class to your h1 family, like in the h2 I give the class city and then I write London. So you can see it, only London and Paris coming like this. Why? Because like I have told you, to create a class, write a period, character followed by the class name, then define the CSS property within the curly brackets. The multiple classes. HTML elements can belong to more than one class. To define multiple classes, separate the class names with a space. For example, div class equals to city main. The element will be styled accordingly to all the classes specified. This, for example, in this following example, the first h2 element belongs to both the city class and also to the main class, and we'll get the CSS styles from both of the classes. Here you can see it. In the first class I write city main, and the second class I write like city, and the third class I write also be city. So if you want to see the output, so let me show you what the output will be has been came. So the output will become like this. Okay, why it is coming in the center? Because here are all three h2 elements belong to the city class. In addition, London also belongs to the main class, which as center aligns the text. Here you can see it. I give the dot main, text align should be center. So that's why it is coming in the center. Different elements can share same class. Different HTML elements can point to the same class name. In this, the following example, both h2 and p means paragraph point to the city class, and it will share the same style. Let me show you. This one code it is showing you. So let's run this code. So now let me save it and run it. So why this type of an output will be coming? Why? Because even if two elements do not have the same tag name, they can both point to the same class and get the same CSS styling. Okay, because in the first I write h2 and the second I write like p means paragraph. So that's why it is going like this. Use of the class attribute in JavaScript. The class name can also be used by JavaScript, okay, by perform the certain tasks for specific elements. JavaScript can access elements with a specified class name with the getElements by class name method. In this example, we click on the button to hide all elements with the class name city. In this example, so let's run this example. So let me comment it here and then let me paste it. Now what here we can do? Here we click the button to hide all elements with the class name city. Here you can see it. The all element has been hidden. When we clicking on the hide elements, our all element has been hidden. Here you can see it. Here we use the class attribute in the JavaScript. Here you can see it. Don't worry, if you don't understand the code in the example above, you will learn more about JavaScript in our HTML JavaScript chapter, or you can study our JavaScript tutorial. Chapter summary. First, the HTML class attribute specifies the one or more class names for an element. Number 2, classes are used by CSS and JavaScript to select and access specified elements. Number 3, the class attribute can be used on any HTML element. Number 4, the class name is case sensitive. Number 5, different HTML element can point to the same class name. And number 6, JavaScript can access element with a specified class name with the get element by class name method. So you can see in today's video we talk about in the HTML what is a class attribute. If you enjoy this video, so please like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss over these type of videos of the HTML. So now I'm making next class and next video I'm making like that type of videos, and now I'll give the outro of this video in the bigger screen. So let's come on the bigger screen and let's give the outro of this video. And there you have it, folks. The class attribute, your website's personal stylist, whether you are making your divs dance or your buttons pop, class is the key to fabulous website makeover. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, because even class likes a little validation. And don't forget to subscribe for more coding tips and tricks and a sprinkle of humor to keep your code alive and kicking. Until next time, keep coding, keep creating, and remember, with the great classes come great styling power. See you in the next one. So for today, goodbye.